Call me Fuego, 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. Quedo, she throw away home. Bev Hill life on Rodeo.
And of course, Intel, where the gaming happens. But here to bring you into game number 2 is Froz and Paperthin. Boys, take it away.
Plural, it is not a Tuma. It is not a Tuma. It is a Tumi. All right, well, it is kind of an opposite-ended plane path for this one on Miramar. This time we're starting south, heading to the northeast. I expect less problems for 4 a.m. on this one, Froz.
Yeah, they should be able to make their way to Hacienda on this one without any problem. We do see a pretty decent plane here for everybody, though, going through the middle here. So it's going to be interesting to see, because we saw two teams leaving early on, actually. It was AAA and Meta. They both went towards Valley de Mar. And it's going to be interesting. Are they both going to try to go for it, or are they just, you know, leaving each other down there and not going to face each other yet? I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe somebody's just grabbing vehicles and leaving, and I think that's what AAA is going to go for. Now, Sparking did find a Winchester, and come on, baby, hit these shots. Hit these shots, Sparking. Little higher. I know you and I are just like, please. Oh my God, that would be one of those like all-time great Winchester moments in PUBG esports history. But it is all for naught. It was even the open top Murado here, so there was even that kind of hope. Now, Circle for once. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a big adjustment for TSM in a lot of different ways. And now let's see if Vard can make an adjustment. And yes, he does. Gets Melifo, headshot, takes him out of the vehicle. Silzen now holding against infantry, and Nine's going to go out. A quick flush as well. That's going to send Silzen to the other side of this shack. The rest of Meta cutting through, keeping infantry pinned down as best as they can. And Wicked's going to set up. Oh, nope, he's going to readjust. I thought he might stop there on that hillside. Sparking has a really nice position here as a front liner against infantry. I don't know if they know exactly where he is. Wicked's going to drive around, trying to set up yet another flank. Sparking's trying to come up over the hill. He's going to see one. That's long skirt knocked. He knows there's another on his side. He's got to be careful. There's one underneath him, though, from his left. If he's not ready for it, oh, that's going to be another knock. Never mind. That one got knocked as well. So now it's just bullying left, and that's infantry down. What a hold here from Meta. K7 now sees parts of Detonation Gaming White as they cut through. And I think Detonation Gaming White, and for now, Froz going to escape with their lives.
Yeah, they're probably going to just try to dive in towards the center, try to take something and play passive. We see, of course, that they're down to 2 people already, 2 players. We're going to see a new circle coming in here just in a second as well. And look at that. It's going to be another hard shift. You know, why not? Detonation now, they're going to be sitting in the center here. And if they can't find themselves a good dip, that's not bad at all being in the center, because you're going to be surrounded by so many teams that all the teams will be fighting each other. And you're just going to be fine if you just hurl down there. Don't peek anything.
Yeah, there's a few of those dips in the areas on the outskirts of Power Grid, whether it be to the west or the east, that you can actually get away with potentially. It just depends if anybody tries to crash you or not, but we've seen teams do great defending dips. Also, it is easier to take dips now because of the changes to vehicles. So, Zennon sees Yan Li, opening spray, just a bit of damage. Grenades, throwables going to be starting to be used on Yan Li. Yan Li doing a good job with the footwork here, keeping himself from taking critical damage. That one bounces just far enough, gonna get the knock, but he is over to Leo. So even though he gets knocked, he's able to get to his teammate. Now Meta, who's controlling a ton of space on the northern part of the circle, although I say that, and Silzen gets knocked by Gems. So the problem for Meta will be that they are going to lose Silzen. No one is there in time to get the res or throw smokes. They were very spread out there. Now a fight over on the southeast side. Kia and Buriram. Buriram has to take this fight, Froz.
Buriram has to take this fight, and we know that they're not shy to take it either. They're going to be up against Sam and Kia here right now, and it looks like Kia, they have the high ground. They got a little bit of an advantage. They got the first knockdown on Noandra as well. And it looks like they're going to get that flush going, and Kia, it seems like they're taking care of this without any problem, actually, right now. And, yeah.
Yeah, Under coming on the flank. It's a pretty nice one. He just needs the rest of his team to buy him a little bit of time so he doesn't get caught while he's out in the open. You can see Kale keeping track of his teammate, just seeing where and when he's going to show up to the party, and then it's going to kick off. GEX now. Leo was knocked, and now he's knocked again. Booyahoo right there. Yan Lee sitting in smoke, just trying to see if anybody gets in his face. K7 swarming their sister team from Chinese Taipei. Yan Lee just spinning in circles. Right round baby, trying to find K7, and more smoke's coming out, but they finally kind of suss him out, either see him or whatever. Back over here, Indigo has been knocked by Edie. Canaxi down though for Buriram. Buriram only has one left basically. Edie does flush that point out though, so it's at least something for Buriram. Now M1ME continues to kind of fighting retreat here. Kale up ahead. Sungjang on his side. Sungjang's got to be real careful, though, because Edie is going to try to make them pay. He has a little bit further ahead. Position in the circle. That grenade, is it going to find it? Just comes up short of Sungjang. Sungjang has to get a first aid off in the blue, but we're phase 4 blue. This one hurts, but it doesn't matter. He sees Edie, finishes the job, and now for him, he's got a run or a drive, potentially, if he could get to that vehicle to get in the next circle.
They got to be careful, though. Look at the map there. You see 4 a.m. They're just on the northeast of them. And SONIQS coming in just behind 4 a.m. as well. There's going to be a lot of fight happening on the southeastern side of the circle now, especially with M1ME coming in with the vehicles. They're making so much sound right now. They're attracting every team around them. And everyone's just looking at them. Look at this.
Oh, this is not bueno. They have caught all the attention, but it's Tiggleton who's going to see 4 a.m. and some great shooting with that mini, as we are expecting to see from him. And it's Sato who actually gets Xiaolu. So out goes 4 a.m. early again. Not many points, if any, at all in this round. So for Kia Damwon, a little bit of the pressure is relieved. And now they have to try to get their vehicles and try to go forward. SONIQS going to load up and drive on in as well. And here goes the push for M1ME. They don't have many other choices now, as they have to go up to the side of E36 with Furia still hanging out to the south.
They got to be careful coming up to that compound because they still have teams behind them outside the circle. And we saw once again, of course, with the circle heading towards the west, that Detonation was going to be sitting in the center with those last 2 remaining players. Look at Kia here. This is what I'm talking about. They got SONIQS coming in behind them. They have not opted to push for E36 yet. They're going to be in bad position. SONIQS making a good stop here. They're trying to find the angles. They're trying to find them around those smokes and getting those knocks. But Hwinn going down.
Well, Under with some good mini shots of his own, trading some damage here with SONIQS, but SONIQS have pretty good sight lines. This is going to be an extremely difficult fight for M1ME. Under all but out at this point. Kale taking a little bit of damage, but here's a little bit of help at least from Furia. Furia over the top, keeping the SONIQS honest at this point, but some good shooting from M1ME, catches the head of Sungjang. Under does fall as well to M1ME. Hwinn has been rezzed. Grenade right on top of Kale, and that is going to be the end of the round here. Raspu finishes M1ME out.
That's the problem with Kia's position there, with Furia coming in from the south. They had E46 just above them, and they were fighting SONIQS at the same time. Everyone's fighting on the southeastern side there, and it looks like E46 might be the one that will be winning out on that one because they have such a good position with that compound there to play from.
Woo, Fergus just saving the day there for Division X. It looked like Zenon might just wipe Division X by himself, but Fergus is able to just barely save the day. Meta has taken AAA out, and there you go. They are done. So Meta doing a fantastic job, 3 alive, as they work another fantastic round for themselves, getting in towards the late game. TSM has been quiet on the northeastern side. Detonation Gaming White still in the middle. Pero on the southwest side. Furia still hanging out below E36 there. SONIQS over there. So right now, next circle going to head a little bit to the northeast. So Detonation Gaming White making that center dive with 2 alive is still paying off.
It's going to pay off because they're going to get some placement points. We see that they're already getting one already right now. So if they can just keep themselves alive, they're going to get those few points. And it's going to be needed in the long run, no matter what happens in the future. We see TSM being on the north side, of course, trying to flex out a little bit, trying to take control. Iroh getting a knock and a flush on Wicked there as well. And Meta, they're stuck in that compound. Look at Iroh. Oh, some good shots.
Oh, really good shooting from Iro. And yeah, you're right. Meta is pretty pinned in that compound now. There isn't a lot of good escape routes if you don't have vehicles. And I think most of those vehicles are going to be tireless potential, or at least be, hurting for their ability to move. Now, Furia driving around trying to see what they can get going. It's Pero going to be up on the western flank, seeing what's going on over there, kind of keeping them pinned in a bit in a way. Pero pushing forward towards Detonation Gaming White as well. Now grenades coming into E36. SONIQS doesn't have many options, potentially. It looks like they might just rotate away from this. I think these grenades might just be to buy a little bit of time and space for them to get back up. Potentially, maybe they'll regroup and take this fight. I'm not sure.
It's kind of hard for him right now because they got Fury on the west side and they got SONIQS on the northeast, as you can see. And them trying to get out of this compound means that they're going to expose themselves a lot. And right now, they need to try to find a knock on either of those two teams before they can engage that fight. Or basically, they just need to hurl down, make sure that they play it passive and let someone else take care of one of those teams. And that's when they start moving in on it.
Yeah, so SONIQS kind of moving back and forth on the eastern edge behind E36, but no, Sylphia over the hill and kill Demo, just sitting there waiting, and that's an easy point for Furia. The SONIQS now, they're going to see that knock and that flush in the kill feed, and that might kind of get them a little bit more interested in moving into E36's territory as E36 continues to shoot at teams below them, but the real threats are underneath them. That grenade just short of Sato. More frags being thrown out. If that one lands on the roof, it's going to be good, right on the money. Perfectly timed, perfectly cooked, but Raspu and Kill Demo taking some damage. Kill Demo has been knocked. SONIQS getting involved, waiting for the right time to strike. This is a fantastic third party from the SONIQS. Amina around the corner, trying to hide himself from damage from two different teams, and that is very, very challenging to do. Pure Boy going for the res onto Sato. It is a desperate attempt, but it might just be able to come through. Smokes are down, but Pero gets in the back of Furia, wipes them out on the side. Amina still trying to buy as much time and space as he can. The res is up for Sato. Two members pushing towards the shack. Blue is forcing the issue now for E36. They have to come through one direction. SONIQS knows it, and they're going to try to hold an angle. Tiggleton actually takes Akelef down on the side of all of this. So Pero overextends just a bit into this fight. And now Mill has Meta in his face.
And we see that Tiggleton, he's been on the back of this whole fight. He has not been engaging in with E36. He's basically holding sure and making sure that his teammates' back is totally free and that they can just focus on the fight against E36. And he's doing a great job. As you were saying, he got a knock on Petrichor Road there, and he's taking some pot shots on TSM on the north side as well. Make sure that they all know that you guys are not going to get involved in this fight right now. I'm watching you guys. This is our fight. We're going to finish this, and then we'll come for you guys.
Yeah, some really fantastic movement from the SONIQS in this one. Some good stuns, and here comes Mill coming alive. Gets a double on it to Meta. Are you kidding me? 13? Oh my goodness, Pero is just amazing in these first two Miramar games, and now they've got Pure Boy running down the hill. Mamu with a spray gets a little bit of damage into him. SONIQS hungry. They have 7 kills of their own. They want to get this one. Pure Boy is underneath. He's got stuns in his face. He's got pressure. That's one knock, though. Hwinn, Hwinn, just up and over. Gets taken down quickly. They do end up finishing Pure Boy, but they lose their shot caller for it. Now, that being said, it's pretty okay for the SONIQS right now. They still have 3, TSM with 3, Pero with 2. So we're down to our last 3 teams alive.
Yeah, and look at it. Every of the team, all of them have good positions to play from here. And technically, I'm looking at SONIQS and how they're trying to rotate in there. Again, they have, as you can see on the minimap there, Tiggleton going a little bit ahead on the east side, trying to get himself a little bit in there. Mama, good spray on VAR, getting that knock. Now TSM down to 2, so it's 3 versus 2 versus 2 right now.
That's huge because there's also a Groza in the hand of Vard. So that's a lot of firepower being taken out of the hands of TSM. SONIQS, it is Tiggleton now being pushed by Iro and Miraku, the last 2 alive. Stuns up and over, and that's going to send them packing. But Tiggleton's ready. Tiggleton gets a double. Another fantastic spray transfer from the boy from Australia. Mill now watches the remnants of the fight, and it is going to be 3 for SONIQS versus 2 for Pero. But last circle just going to center up more or less. A bit of a donut. as we get ready to find out which team can take game number 2.
Look at Peridot. They got one on the south side, one on the north side, trying to pinch SONIQS. But SONIQS is coming in full force here, running all together. And it looks like they're going to go for Mama first. They're going to try to find him, take him out. And then after that, that's when they're going to go for Mill.
Oh, it's so smart, and Shrimzy just outduels Mamo, even though they didn't see him right away. Now, Mill's got a Groza, so he could get a quick triple if he's able to get up and ahead of it. That's one, but no, Shrimzy's there to cover, and it's going to be SONIQS with a 12-kill win to take game number 2. And that is the SONIQS that we have been waiting to see since week 1. Bros, they looked much better in that one.
Yes, it looked so good. We saw how they were taking that fight against M1ME. Kia was one of the first key moments, I'd say, when they were stopping on the outside and make sure that they took them out. They didn't want to get close, but how they were playing all the way from the edge there and taking out team by team, having TGLTN, just making sure all the fights, more or less. TGLTN was the one that's playing solo. They got so much trust in him. There he is. TGLTN himself, just making sure that the team...